Has the jury reached a unanimous verdict? If you please can hand the verdict form to the bailiff. Having reviewed the verdict form, it is in its proper order. At this time, I will publish the verdict. We, the jury, find as follows as to count one of the indictment, first-degree murder. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder.
Yes!
Mrs. Adelson, control yourself. Count two. We, the jury, find as follows as to count two of the indictment. Conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. The defendant is guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder.
She can't believe it.
Count three. We, the jury, find as follows as to count three of the indictment. Solicitation to commit first-degree murder. The defendant is guilty of solicitation to commit first-degree murder. And it is signed and dated by the foreperson. One moment. Members of the jury, the bailiff will escort you to the jury room.
Prison for life for Donna Adelson, as she is given guilty on all three counts. I don't think they even deliberated as long as they did for Charlie. He got a full 3 hours, didn't he?
No, so 4:18 to 7:40 probably. So three.
Adelson, while this was not the outcome I'm sure that you desired, there will not be any further outbursts in front of the jury. If you cannot control yourself, I am going to have to determine if you will be removed from the remainder of this process. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Do you need a moment to collect yourself? Before the jurors are brought back in, we will take a brief 2-minute break. Please give her tissues if she needs them.
Do you need a moment? Because you'll have a lifetime.
When the jurors are brought back into the room, does the defense wish to have the jurors polled before they are discharged?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well.
Well, I always love a good intro. What do you say, Drew?
This is probably one of the top, I'll say top 50 intros we've done.
We were getting ready for the show, but they beat us to the punch.
In closing, let me remind you that it is important that you follow the law spelled out in these instructions in deciding your verdict. There are no other laws that apply to this case. Even if you do not like the laws that must be applied, you must use them. For more than 2 centuries, we have lived by the Constitution and the law. No juror has the right to violate rules we all share.
It's the Donna Adelson trial. Dan Markel, the father of Benjamin and Lincoln, was murdered 11 years ago. It's all led to this. Donna Adelson is charged with first-degree murder. If convicted, she faces life in prison without parole. We'll use our law enforcement experience to comment on the case as friends, family, and the people seek justice for Dan Markel. All that and what it means for your weekend on the Comm Center. Wake up, America. It's the Comm Center with Drew Breezy. It's the Donna Adelson trial.
Your verdict is unanimous at the request of one of the parties.
Guilty on
When you
all
hear your
counts.
last name, please appropriately respond.
Prison for life.
Well, she hasn't been sentenced, but.
Oh, come on. Don't take this moment away from me. What are they going to give her? Probation? Or are they just going to give her, like, they're going to charge her with a DUI and just give her that?
That's happened before.
We're ready for this.
I changed our thumbnail, John.
Did you?
Yep, because it's the breaking verdict live one, but it's I think we're just too pre 8 o'clock.
Of course. The last thing that Donna Adelson has to do to screw somebody over is be ready to go 15 minutes before we are.
Yeah.
But good job to the jury. We were ready to break down closing arguments. We were getting ready to set our alarms for early in the morning. Drew was actually going to mow his grass at 5 a.m. He normally does it at 6, but he was going to mow it extra early so that he could be done in time
Yeah.
for this moment to come tomorrow. But look at her wail and weep as the jury has failed to believe the shittiest defense in the history of mankind. They battled to unwind Donna Kappelman's story for a mere day and a half before they ran out of stuff to do.
Before you are discharged, please listen carefully. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank you for your time and consideration of this case. I also wish to advise you of some very special privileges that are enjoyed by jurors. No juror can ever be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room except by court order. For many centuries, our society has relied upon juries for consideration of difficult cases. We have recognized for hundreds of years that a jury's deliberations, discussions, and votes should remain their private affair as long as they wish it. Therefore, the law gives you a unique privilege not to speak about the jury's work. Although you are at liberty to speak with anyone about your deliberations, you are also at liberty to refuse to speak to anyone. A request to discuss either your verdict or your deliberations may come from those who are simply curious, from those who might seek to find fault with you, from the media, from attorneys, or elsewhere.